Alrighty, hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I'm back again with another video. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. So, you guys, this video is not going to be too long. I know I'm on here a lot later than usual, but I am back. This channel is called Live Narc Free, where it is all about getting free and staying free after dealing with narcissistic abuse. So, you guys, I was just thinking about something. For one, I did get a comment. Let me see here. Hold on, y'all. Happy Wednesday, happy Thursday. It might be Thursday when you guys are hearing this, by the way. um, and okay. So, so I initially, if you were wondering about me, I've been dealing with narcissists since 2006. And since 2017, I have been helping former victims, now survivors, heal, move on, and recover after dealing with narcissistic abuse. So, so someone left a comment on my video called, let me see here. Where did it go? Okay, so someone says, so it's the narcissist. This is the video called "The Narcissist Loves to Cancel Plans at the Last Minute because it's supply for them and more. Here's why." And someone says how to handle this. She does this all the time, but she is the one who makes the plan. So yeah, so the narcissist will cancel plans on you. I mean, normal people can do this too. Hopefully, if they are normal, they'll give you a heads up. They'll let you know in advance. But when it comes to the narcissist, they like to do stuff like this because for sometimes it depends on who the narcissist is in your life. Like, let's say it's a friend or it could be a romantic interest. They'll do it because maybe they could have plans with someone else, or maybe something could have came up and the narcissist is like, oh, well, this is more important. And then, you know what I mean? Or, the narcissist could be wanting attention or something like that. They want maybe like a negative supply from you, or they a lot of times the narcissist likes to see you upset and stuff like that. So they like to get you all riled up, and they like to disappoint you. They like to let you down. They like to hurt you and stuff because that makes the narcissist feel good, because the narcissist is already hurt. The narcissist is miserable. So, they like being able to make other people feel how they feel. That gives them a high when they can, hurt people and make people feel upset and get a reaction out of people. That makes them feel good. You're giving them that power supply. So that's what they're looking for. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But yeah, they do stuff, sometimes they'll be vengeful, they'll be spiteful, they'll play games. They want you to be thinking about them all the time. They want you to feel codependent on them, and they want you to question, like, oh, well, why did she do this, or why did he do that? That's exactly what they want you to do. They want you to focus on them. You know what I mean? And, they don't care who they hurt in the process. They don't care who they inconvenience. It's just all about getting like a result to them, at all cost, or by any means, in their mind, so they'll cancel plans. They'll be very inconvenient. Like I said, they'll be vengeful. They'll be spiteful. They'll gossip. They'll start drama. They'll make up lies. They make up false accusations. They'll twist things and flip it, all to, whether it's to get an outcome, or, to get you to do something, or, whatever, or get somebody else to do something, and like I said, they'll get other people involved and things like that, so it's just, you got to be careful. One of the biggest things that I always like to say is, for one, don't make plans with a narcissist. Like, you get what I'm saying? Or sometimes it could be where the narcissist is offering you plans. The narcissist wants to do things with you, or the narcissist is offering an olive branch, or they're like, oh, hey, like, let's do this, let's do that. It's just like, don't do it. You get me? It's just like, they're no good. They don't have the best intentions. They don't mean you well. A lot of times there's always some sort of scheme or some sort of plan behind it. There's always strings attached when it comes to dealing with a narc and things like that. So again, like I always said, they're not to be trusted, and I know it's difficult, to want to think that way about maybe a person that you could care about that could be a narc. Whether, sometimes the narcissist could be your parents. Your parents can make plans with you. Your parents can let you down and disappoint you. Your parents could want grade A supply from you, or it could be your in-laws. You know what I mean? It could be associates. It could be friends and things like that. They want, reactions out of you. They want to get your attention. They want to, make you miserable. They want to upset you and stuff like that. So that's just something that you don't want to do. You don't want to feed into the drama. You don't want to feed into their plans. You don't want to feed into their schemes and things like that, because it's just like that's not what you're about. You really probably wanted to spend some time with that person. And for some of you, you could still even know that they're a narcissist, and you may still want some sort of connection with them. Or maybe the narc may know that you know who they are, and they may still try to, be around you, or whatever the case is. But a lot of times, if the narcissist knows that you know who they are, they repel, because they don't want people to know who they truly are, because they have to keep that image or that facade up. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't really have people around them that are going to be honest with them, because that would bruise their ego, and that would also give them an injury as far as narcissistic supply. So they don't really want that. They prefer to have their flying monkeys. They prefer to have their minions, people in the harem, people that's going to stroke their ego, people that's going to give them constant praise and attention, people that is going to admire them, not really knowing like who they are, like on the inside. Like they like to be around people that can feed their false self. Like that's what they prefer. Anybody that's going to tell them the truth and be honest, or stand up to them and speak up, they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But yeah, it's just, don't expect much from a narcissist. And now, if you don't know a person is a narcissist, then you're going to be able to see it. I mean, the narcissist can only behave a certain way after a while, because they're trying to get something. They have an agenda, and if they feel like they're not going to get it, then they're going to be desperate for it, or they're going to try to do whatever they can to do it, or like I said, get other people involved, and they'll keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again, thinking it's going to get a different result. And it's just like, that's not going to work. So I mean, you don't want to be insane like a narc. You don't want to be delusional like a narc. That's just how they are. That's how they have to live, unfortunately. And that's not something that you have to do yourself. So you don't want to be in that position where you have to live your life like that. You get me? But yeah, and so let me see here. But I guess the other point that I did want to talk about before we wrap up the video here is just knowing your value, you guys. Knowing your value, knowing your worth. And actually, what I want to do too, I want to go ahead and post this in the community tab right now, more on being assertive, because I know a lot of people that deal with narcissists are not assertive, which is probably why you could have been with a narc, and they may have taken advantage of that from you, because you could have been grown up to be, passive, very like, you want to take care of everybody, you want to be captain, not like you just want people to be good. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you may have a good heart, but some people will take advantage of that. Some people may see that as a weakness, and they prey upon that, and they use that against you, and and things like that. So you just got to really be careful, like, who you surround yourself with. But I guess what I'm just trying to say is that it's good to have boundaries, you guys, like, especially when it comes to dealing with people that are narcissistic, or even if, you grew up in a narcissistic household like myself. Like, the good thing is that when I had a narcissistic household, I was a little bit more older. I was like 17, but unfortunately I did have to live through that. So I was more so like in my pre-young adult time, from 17 to age 22. So that's, when I had to experience the abuse. But some people like experienced abuse as a child, like as a young child. You get what I'm saying? So, that's just something that you just want to be careful about, and to just be mindful of, and things like that. So, yeah, but I guess, just realizing your value, realizing your worth, and just, when it comes to dealing with people, it's just always good to be in good vibes, like good vibrations. Don't lower yourself. If, let's say if there's like drama, gossip, people that are like jealous of you, or people that are hating on you, or people that don't know you, or people that think a certain way about you, it's just like forget that. Like that doesn't matter. It's just like, you know who you are, like what you're all about. It's just like what other people say has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. And people, if they're like, being a certain way towards you, it's just like, go ahead, just let them be however they want to be. But you keep, being who you are. Don't allow anybody to change who you are just because maybe somebody has like hurt you, or somebody maybe you feel offended, or maybe you feel like upset about something, or you feel like somebody betrayed you, or somebody backstabbed you, or maybe you feel taken for granted, or you feel like somebody didn't value you, or somebody didn't respect you. It's just like, okay, just let it go. Like don't try to, like I said in the previous videos, like don't try to get back at the narcissist. Don't try to get back at other people. You don't have to go and explain yourself, and you don't have to confront anybody or do any of that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, you probably haven't done anything. You're probably innocent more than anything. And the thing about it is, you could just, some people like drama. You get me? Some people like drama, and they live for stuff like that. They live for the gossip. They live for all that. And it's just like, you don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be a part of that. It's just like, well, just like, it's cool. Like, you just let them have that. Just be like, okay, cool. Like, it is what it is. And you just move on with your life. You get me? Like, you don't want to go down to that level. Like, it's just like, no, it's cool. Like, you got it. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, just, don't settle for less. Like, don't allow anybody to, steer you in the wrong direction. Don't allow anyone to influence you for negativity, or influence you to be, a person that doesn't have any morals, no values, no standards. Like, you don't want to live like that. Like, that's a life of misery. That's a life lived unfulfilled. And you deserve better, especially after all you've been through, all the abusive experience, all everything. Maybe you could have been through a lot. You definitely have been in connections or relationships, or maybe it was even family members doing stuff like this to you, or maybe it was friends. Maybe you thought you had people around you thought you could trust. Maybe you trust very easily, and maybe you found out that somebody was against you, or somebody didn't want you to have other friendships outside of them, or maybe you could have found out that somebody was using you for money, or somebody was using you for what you had, or they was trying to like really scheme on you and really plot and plan. And it's just like, it could be heartbreaking to find that out. It could be upsetting, you get me? But it's like, that's why it's really important to do your inner healing and your inner work. And you don't want to stay like in that pain. You don't want to stay in that, whatever you feel. Like, if you feel betrayed or you feel trauma, you have to work through that. You get what I'm saying? Because if you don't, that's when you'll have people that will take advantage of your pain. They'll take advantage of your hurt. And that's only going to make you, whether if you turn just like that person, or you'll become a individual, people can easily prey upon you. People can easily take advantage of you, and they'll use you until there's nothing left. You get me? So you don't want to be in that position. That's why it's very important. You have to you have to do that work. And I know it's not easy. Trust me, you guys. Like, you think I want to come on here and talk about this stuff, you guys? You think I really want to do this? I don't, but I have to because it helped me on my journey, you guys. It helped me on my recovery. And doing that inner work years ago, that was not easy, you guys. It's not. And it's still not, because there's always things to work on. There's always things to improve. I don't know everything, you guys. I'm being honest. I don't know everything, but I'm learning. I'm, like, still recovering and healing through the things that I've gone through in my life. And I'm truly grateful that God has allowed me to come this far, but there's still a long ways to go. You get me? And the same thing for you. Like, don't stop where you are. There's still work for you to do. There's still more healing. There's still more things that you can improve on, because let's say you have gotten to a point in your journey, like, yeah, you say, okay, like, I've moved on for the narc, but you still may have things that remind you of the narcissist, or you still may have insecurities, or, you still may have blockages and, different things like that. to work through. So it's all just about acknowledging that. And yeah, like, don't, like I said, and again, I'm not telling anybody what to do, but if you are looking for, like, you want better relationships, healthier relationships, people that appreciate you, they value you, and things like that, you can't settle for less than what it is that you deserve. You deserve the best. And just make sure that you're not idolizing, like, situations and things like that. People, whether it's like friends, family members, associates, like, if people show you, like, hey, I don't really mess with you, or I don't like you like that, it's like, well, trust it. Like, it is what it is. Like, I mean, the thing is like, people know what's up. People know what they're doing. Like, nobody's stupid. Like, if they're an adult, they know what's right and wrong. If they're choosing to do wrong, that's on them. You kind of just have to, just let it go and move on. You get me? So anyway, I love you guys. I would love to know, what was your takeaway. Be sure to give this video a like, share, and subscribe. If you guys would like to reach out to me for any services or products, please feel free to visit my website below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.